Now what? Today, we're going to talk about expectations versus realities for this life that we've chosen. It's 1 month in.
A little more than a month.
Well, a little more than a month. Mr. Exact. And some of the things are like we expected them to be.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And other things that we thought weren't so important right now have become very important. And other things that we thought would be really important aren't important at all.
No.
You can't bounce your hands.
Okay, well, we'll start over. I guess to start with setup is my old 40-foot trailer would take
Start
about...
again, because I just adjusted all my shirt.
Good thing there's lots of film in the camera.
Yeah. I think I'll use that.
Well, yeah. Okay, so talking about setup. My old trailer, my old 40-foot trailer would take about an hour to set up. And I thought when we got this new one with auto level and electric jacks, electric front jack, all those things would speed the process, which it does, but we pack a lot of stuff with us.
Because now we are camping, but we're living full-time camping, which means that we have an outdoor carpet, we have an outdoor table, we have 2 chairs, we have a barbecue, we have a fire pit. And that's just like, and then we have a ring toss game, and the dogs come, it's like having children, they have a lot of junk.
It just takes longer than we thought. It takes us about an hour to set up and break down. I guess Together, yeah. About an hour and a half if you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the other part too is that with my season of working is I'm still working, but we're full-time camping. Debbie's retired, as you know, or maybe you don't know, but she is retired. She reminds me of that often. But I'm not. At this stage, we're going to have winters off, which will be wonderful on the camping side of things. But one thing that's identified, though, is that we want to move a little slower, meaning that we were talking 4 days at the absolute minimum.
Yeah, before we were like, whatever, 2 days, 3 days. And it's a lot of work to set it up and tear it down for just a few days. So yeah, we've decided that we're comfortable with a minimum of 4. We just spent 7 days at a Provincial Park. That was actually unbelievable. 7 full nights of being set up. Mm-hmm.
We thought we were going to be doing more shared camping. Hawks, you can't be doing that, okay? No. No.
Take his bone away.
Okay. That'll be some really funky background noise, buddy. Here, bud. Chew on that.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Okay. They like that cue? Oh yeah. Don't have your elbows on the table. Debbie gives you trouble when you do this.
It's worse than at dinner.
Yeah. Exactly. 2 types of camping. We thought we'd be doing a shared camping where we were going RV park. Huxley now is gonna bump his head into the table. So that's fun. Hawks. So we thought we'd be doing kind of I don't know if you can see that, but there's a nose here under the dinette. So we
Huxley, gotta go back.
Huxley, buddy, go back.
Go back.
Back. Okay, lay down, bud.
Lay down.
Huxley,
Huxley lay.
Crazy dog. So, yeah. I think we're doing that a lot. So we thought we'd be doing a kind of a shared thing where maybe 4 days at a provincial park and then 3 days at an RV park. But we really have been doing dry camping in provincial parks.
This summer we've gone to an RV park once, 1 weekend.
Yeah, I guess so.
And so that's not what we thought. And we thought that it would be, the RV park would be for dumping our tanks and getting filled back up again, getting laundry done and touching base with family and everything else. But really that isn't what has happened at all. We've been dry camping at Provincial Parks with no amenities.
Yeah,
which we love.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
So, and we're still not set up, as you know. But that is coming in the works. Today was a good day on the fact that we finally were able to order all our stuff for our power upgrades. So,
yes.
And we'll talk about that here.
What is that?
Add your feed there, Debbie. Add your feed.
Apparently I'm a fish. I'm gonna swim upstream now.
Yeah, there you go. Don't put your elbows on the tail.
The power has definitely proven to be a huge obstacle because we were supposed to be in RV parks more, or we thought we would be, not supposed to be, we thought we would be in RV parks more, and we haven't been. So we've been in provincial parks where you're allowed to run your generator 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening, and that's great. And we have a good generator. We have a Honda 3000 SI, is that what it is? IS. Great generator. It does the job. However, we also bought a Starlink. Well, days that we do videos takes a long time, and I use a program called Cyberlink, which is an online platform. Essentially, you can do offline, but really it's designed to be online. So on the days that we're doing a video, it's busy. Like, I need to be able to access Starlink. The other thing is you know, we haven't had power we had our trailer to what temperature?
91.
91. And actually the one day I hit 95 during the day with the dogs.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Our thermostat, our trailer is from Oregon, so our thermostat is in Fahrenheit, not Celsius. So anyways, I don't want to run air conditioning all the time because I don't want to be sitting inside all the time. But when it gets to be 95 in your trailer, it would be kind of nice to turn on the air conditioning and cool it off. We haven't been able to do that because you can't run the generator out of those hours. So this is probably a good time to talk about dogs.
Yeah, good lead for dogs.
Very good lead for dogs.
Hits the dinette, shakes his head around, shakes the whole trailer.
So we have traveled with dogs a lot. Mm-hmm. We've always taken our dogs with us. Never been a problem. It's always super easy. However, we've also had the freedom of, with the Sticks and Bricks house, is when I want to go to town to do something as mundane as get my hair cut or to go grocery shopping, I can leave my dogs. I could leave my dogs at home and go to town. I could be gone for 5 hours and they were fine. Well, we don't have the power to control the climate in here, as I was saying about...
Or the safety devices.
The safety devices.
To let you know that your air conditioner quit or
exactly.
The temperature's
so
high.
We can't leave the dogs alone at all. However, my truck is idling constantly, so it was actually very expensive because diesel is really expensive right now. And so there's my truck idling away, plus the wear and tear on the motor is not great for it either. And I mean, and the dogs love people watching, so they're not stressed and they're not sad that they're in the truck. But I mean, I think they'd rather be at home chewing on a bone. So that's been a challenge in itself. And it's like having toddlers again. Like, if I want to go do something, I have to see if Curtis can look after the dogs so I can go do something. Or I have to find, like, daycare for them that Huxley has to go to the kennel. Or, yeah. It's like having toddlers. I can't go anywhere without my dogs. Which,
Didn't really see that one.
Nope, that's been a reality that was not expected.
But it's something that can be mainly fixed for
with
shorter term things with this upgrades going to
yes.
happen with the security devices in place.
For sure.
So it's one of those things where it'll get better.
Yes.
But right now, again, realities versus what we expected versus reality, that's one of them.
Not quite what we thought.
Mm-hmm.
Laundry. Yes, you guessed, it's laundry. Laundry in an RV stinks. There's just, well, I guess it stinks in more ways than one. But
There's just no two ways about it. These bags from Amazon are awesome. In the bag on the left are 2 full-size queen comforters, and then the other 2 bags each hold 3 loads apiece. I'll try to remember to put the link down in the comments so that if you guys need laundry bags, they're the place to go. However, going to the laundromat and using a machine that you have no idea what went into it right before you, lots of times horse blankets, those are lovely. Been guilty of that myself in my past. However, it is a bit of a challenge. You go, and so this is 6, 7, 8 loads of laundry that I'm going to be doing today at the laundromat, and it's a task. It's a chore. And then you come home and you put them all away. When I had sticks and bricks, I would do probably a load a day, maybe 2 loads a day, and it wasn't such a big deal. This is tedious.
And the expectation is that you get to go into the laundromat and you do your however many loads of laundry all at the same time. It's all finished at the same time, and it's a one-shot deal and you're done. But the reality is that it's very expensive. You go in there and it's you never know what the prices are going to be in the different communities. I've paid as much as $5 a load, and I've paid as little as $2.50 a load for the washing machine. The dryers are terrifying because you put your clothes in there and you never know what the thermostat's going to be, and you put it on medium and things come out burnt, or you put it on high and things take $6 to dry.
Or you could like Vernon 35 years ago or 34 years ago, where you're playing Pac-Man and you don't want to stop playing Pac-Man, and you just keep throwing quarters in the dryer and you burn your whole entire load. Yeah, we did that too.
Yeah, that wasn't it was fun actually.
Yeah. Good story.
But fun.
Good story.
So that is definitely something that we're looking at for the future of, can we put a washing machine in our trailer, and is there a need for it, and can we justify that?
We have a plan that would work
but it's a matter of determining whether it's really worth doing that or not. But in the meantime, laundromats are expensive.
And there's sometimes some interesting characters at the laundromat.
Yeah,
right?
Sometimes what was washed in the machine before you, gross.
I used to take my old greasy coveralls to laundromats and stuff.
I'm guilty of having taken horse blankets to the laundromat, so I guess I get what I deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Groceries. I am a Costco girl. I hate shopping. I've always been a Costco person, where I go in and I buy...
If you didn't buy just one of the 3 packs, you would buy 2 or 3 of the 3 packs.
Like meat. I would just go in and load up my cart so I wouldn't have to buy meat for like 3 months.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I have an 8 cubic foot fridge, and yes, it's getting upgraded to a 10 cubic foot 12 volt, but it's still not going to have a lot of space. So I have found that very challenging, of not being able to buy bulk, not being able to buy ahead of time, and that I'm grocery shopping every 4 or 5 days. And these RV fridges stink for produce. They just do.
12-volt ones are supposed to be a bit better.
I'm hoping that's better, because I can't even tell you how many times I've had to throw away things like peppers and salad and whatever. So that's been a challenge. We're not fully set up in the pickup. My truck is, and that has, the expectation is that the truck is the toy hauler, and that's fantastic. We can't wrangle out what we want done in our truck.
We think we have it now.
We think we have it. But the box of the bed is, we desperately need that storage. And so we're still trying to figure that out. Like, are we doing dry boxes? Are we doing the deck cargo system? The other thing is, my truck is really nice looking, and I don't want ugly stuff in it. So that's been a challenge too. But we're going to get that one figured out. Part of the truck ties into a boat. I think we've totally determined that kayaks are not going to fly with Huxley, because he is...
It could without riggers and stuff, but
he's a lunatic. Like, I hoped he'd had some fear, and he has zero, and I would never stray far from the shore, because I know he's going to dump me, even without riggers. He's either going to dump me, or he's going to be in the water and I'm going to be fishing him out.
Mm-hmm. So what we've been looking at is the Zodiac style inflatable boats with the rigid bottom, like a 14-footer, that gives us quite a bit of room for the 2 of us. with some swivel seats, which is a little different for a Zodiac style boat, but then enough room for Luna, which is small, of course, and Huxley, who's big, taking these like 3 people's space.
Which then goes back to the truck for what kind of rack we were going to get. We were looking at the Yakima racks, but that's not going to work because we need a boat loader system, which that doesn't fly great with me because they're not really all that attractive.
But we did kind of look at getting it black powder coated, which would make it look a little better. But Debbie calls them, what do you call them? Old man boat racks?
Yeah, they just...
Hux, get out of here, bud.
They're not my favorite. They're not tough, and they're not tough looking, and they're not, I don't know. They don't look off-roadish, I guess is the way of putting it. The power's been a huge thing. Curtis has just ordered all of our stuff from Edwards RV in Rocky Mountain House. Our trailer is going, I leave shortly, to take that in for warranty work. We have some things that are messed up.
Quiet.
One of them being our auto level system, which is really scary to have that not working properly. It hasn't worked since we got our trailer.
Twice.
Oh, it worked twice. Yay. So it's going in to get repaired, and when Curtis goes to get the trailer, Edwards is ordering all of our Go Power solar upgrade. So when are we getting our solar upgrade?
Well, the parts are being ordered here this week. So depending on the lead times of the solar, lithium batteries, and the inverter and the rest of the electrical stuff. So.
And once I have solar, what will I be able to do?
You run anything you want, including the air conditioner, with the batteries.
With the batteries.
Solar's charge the batteries. Fuel tank is the batteries.
Yes, Curtis. With my super batteries, what will I be able to run?
That
are charged by the solar.
Yeah, fair enough. Or the generator. Or shore power.
Such a shame.
Anyways, you'll be able to run the air conditioner flat out if you had to for 8.5 hours straight on just batteries alone.
So I'll be able to run my Starlink, my microwave, my fireplace.
Well, no, you have 3,000.
Not all at the same time.
You have 3,000 watts. You generally don't. You generally don't heat with your fireplace with.
I'm not going to have my air conditioning on in my fireplace.
That's good. That's good.
Although I have had a wood stove on with windows open. So.
Yeah, several times. So there you go.
Anyways, I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be good.
And the last, one of the ones that has, I don't know what we were thinking, but we thought the car was going to be easy.
Yeah, it was not that we regret buying the car. I sure don't. I love the car. I really do. But we have a car trailer, and if we put it in the car trailer, then it's in storage. But we always thought that car trailer would kind of go with us, and maybe we just pay the extra money and have a double site. But we're summertime in BC, hot weather.
They're not available.
They're just not available. So whenever I can work out of the office, I'm using my car. So that's not the easiest solution.
It's not quite what we thought.
No. The other thing too is sticks and bricks. You know, you have a garage, you wash your car, you put it in your garage, maybe put a car cover on it. And then when you need it, you pull the car cover off, it's clean, and you drive it. Here, at like our provincial parks, most of them aren't paved. I wash my car. Next morning, it's covered in dust because everybody drives like Mach 2 through there, or the leaves or
the poplar trees release this sugary sap, and you can watch it. It kind of mist in the air. It's like rain, and it's on everything. I cleaned off the roof today when we left our campsite, and it's sticky. There's so much, it's gross. We need to get up there and scrub it with soap because it's just gross. And my truck is sticky. And everything is sticky. Everything has this layer on it.
It does wash off, even with just water. But
yes.
It's another thing, though. In your normal home, you probably have water that doesn't leave giant hard water spots. And you have a place to keep your car or your truck clean.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, too. That's a little challenging. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll make it do.
And the last one for expectation and reality is the channel. It's challenging.
Yeah,
we like it.
We're learning, and content is king, as they say. And we have not, been happy with some of the things.
We haven't hit our stride yet.
Yeah, but it's a matter of also remembering to record, not just take sunset pictures and river pictures or whatever, but make sure we're in that content.
We have discovered neither one of us likes to be on the receiving end of the camera. Both of us like to take pictures. Both of us like to take video. Neither one of us like being on the other end. And so when I go to do our videos every week, it is just clawing for content of us because we just don't do that.
We're learning, and I think while watching others, we'll get better. But please give us some comments if you know some secrets of that.
But be nice.
Yeah, be gentle. We are going to get better, and our content will improve.
It will.
And our editing, Debbie's still learning that side of things too, and even social media like Instagram, for example. I've set it up. I got to talk to my daughter who uses it, and I got to learn. Because, I mean, we're just newbies here, like, you know.
And that's part of it, too. That goes back to the whole power thing and the Cyberlink, or not Cyberlink, that's the program I use for programming, Starlink. Because we don't have access to power steady, which I know that must seem very, very weird to someone who lives at home all the time. We don't have access to power. We have 12-volt power in our trailer all the time, but 110 power is not readily available at this moment. Probably the hardest thing is because we are mostly at 95 or 98% at Provincial Parks. We have had dismal cell service all summer, and that has been hard on our kids. It's been hard on my parents. That we're not readily available to talk.
Again, Starlink's going to cure.
Starlink will solve that because then we can do Wi-Fi calling and we can be in contact with our family. The other thing that that kind of ties into that we have found rather challenging is we've been really lousy at telling people where we are. So
family.
The videos are
a couple of weeks behind.
A week or two behind because it would be too hard to film all this weekend and get it in for Friday. That would be a zoo. So we're a week or two behind. But I just noticed that every time I talk to our son, our daughter-in-law, our daughter, our son-in-law, my mom, my dad, your family, it no matter who it is, the first question they ask is, so where are you? So we've done a really lousy job of saying where we are. And then half the time, well, more than half, the majority of the time, we don't have good cell coverage, so they can't get hold of us. We need to improve upon that. I think our families would appreciate that.
Yeah, giving them some updates of where we are.
Yeah. Expectations versus realities.
Yeah.
Some things are up, some things are not, and that's okay.
Oh, yeah. So far, so good.
Good.